On 24 April 2023, a dramatic scene unfolded in Flint, Michigan, all caught on camera. Two ring cameras, one above the garage and a doorbell camera, captured a man in a red jacket and another individual approaching the front door around 10 p.m. But instead of knocking or ringing the bell, the man in the red jacket immediately attempted to break down the door. The ring camera fell to the ground from the impact, but the door held strong. Undeterred, the man moved to the side door and continued trying to break it down. The homeowner, awakened by the commotion, checked their cameras and saw the doorbell camera lying on the ground. They switched to the other camera, revealing the source of the loud banging noise. The homeowner's voice, broadcast through the speaker, was enough to send the two would-be intruders fleeing. Police were called to the scene, and upon reviewing the footage, they discovered that one of the men was armed. It's a chilling thought. What might have happened to the people inside if these men had successfully broken in? Unfortunately, it's unclear if the suspects were ever identified by authorities. Walter Hickox, a Daytona Beach, Florida homeowner, lives in a wooded area of the city. In January 2022, Walter took his 3 dogs out onto the porch. One dog suddenly darted to the left side of the camera, and Walter saw a black bear. The bear climbed over a protective railing, targeting his dogs. With no time to think, Walter rushed at the bear, pushing it back before shoving a chair in the doorway to block its path. He yelled for help, bringing his dogs inside to safety. Later, the shock of what happened hit him, and he broke down in tears.
It all hit me, and I started bawling. I couldn't believe how close to death I was, and I did it for my dog.
Oh my God! I got attacked by bear! Oh my God!
When I had time to just sit and just stare, it all hit me, and I started bawling. I couldn't believe how close to death I was, and I did it for my dog.
Grateful to have saved his dogs' lives, Walter suffered minor injuries, but his dogs were unharmed. In June 2019, a fake investigator targeted multiple homes in Chicago. He posed as Jeff Rushmore, a non-existent investigator, complete with a fake uniform, badge, and police radio.
Alarm 4739 4739, that's Forest across the Chicago Prairie, called in by a resident. Nothing showing. Engine 103.
640 George, individual not answering the door.
A ring camera caught him trying to deceive homeowners. When one homeowner refused to answer the door, the imposter didn't give up. He pretended to call in a report, saying the homeowner wasn't responding.
Can you open the door?
26, I got you en route. Hill Park District 821 is going to be the 6th person. 900 North Villa, 3200 North Villa. Looks like PD is with them. They can have some custody. Yellow 84. Alarm 4739 4739, that's Forest across the Chicago Prairie, called in by the resident. Nothing showing. Engine 103.
640 George, individual
Another homeowner in the area fell for his trick, opening the door to his fake investigation. The man spun a tale about a missing person, but quickly ended the conversation when the homeowner claimed ignorance. It's unclear why this man pretended to be an investigator.
Hi, sorry to bother you so late. Rushmore with the Winfield Police Department. I'm an investigator. One of your neighbors down the street reported a missing.
He didn't rob or harm anyone, which is unusual for this type of scam. One observer suspected he was testing the waters, preparing to escalate his crimes. Despite the suspicious activity, the man was never caught or identified. A shocking video captures a man sprinting down the sidewalk, clutching a young child in his arms, just moments after he snatched the kid from a nearby park. According to police, the footage shows the child's two older siblings giving chase, soon joined by two other kids who witnessed the abduction. Miraculously, the child escaped harm, and the suspect was caught and arrested. The disturbing incident began when a man approached two children, aged 8 and 10, in a park and struck up a conversation after a brief talk.
A gentleman walked into the park where the kids were playing, walked up and had a small conversation with two kids that are 8 and 10 years of age. After a brief conversation, the suspect reached into the area where the baby was laying and picked it up. At that point, the gentleman ran northbound down the streets of Sprague for approximately 2 blocks.
He grabbed the baby from its lying spot and took off running northbound down Sprague streets for 2 blocks. In March 2016, a YouTube channel called Joe Earl Lamech uploaded a chilling video featuring Ring doorbell camera footage. A chilling video shows a woman desperately pounding on a house's front door as she glances nervously over her shoulder. The reason for her fear soon becomes clear when a man approaches her, grabs her firmly, and orders her to get into the car. The woman's panicked cries are audible in the video. Later it emerged that the man in the footage was 20-year-old Viktor Kucic.
Stop, please, no, please. Stop.
Who would ultimately face a third-degree felony kidnapping charge. A man, dressed as Michael Myers, appears on this home's security footage in the dead of night. He approaches the front door, holding what looks like a knife. When he discovers the door is locked, he gives up and walks away, only to return twice more. On his third attempt, he tries to use the knife to force the door open. But fails. Fortunately, the homeowners never saw this would-be intruder again.